And I went and did some research and come to find out both her parents, which her her dad is white and her mom is black, but she's from the Bahamas, so she's Afro Bahamian. So she's not really foundational Black American, and she's not acting foundational Black because if you listen to how she speaks, she doesn't have any diction like myself. I'm a military brat. And my parents made sure that I had to speak in a certain way because they were in the military. And military brats know what I'm talking about. There's there's two different lines for you. Either you're not black enough for the blackest or street, right? Or you're sold out and you're what they call um, whitewashed because you assimilated. Because 9 times out of 10, if your parents had any rank, you were put into a school for the elites, so to speak. And so my parents were elite. So I got the afforded option to go to certain schools that were in a more affluent neighborhood. So I didn't have any of that street cred like my parents came from. And so that's what she's acting like. She's acting like a military brat that's never been hood. Now that she got a little bit of shine on her own, she doesn't have a what they call value because if you think about it, she was a military brat growing up. She was thrusted into Hollywood being a superstar at a very young age. And then I was thinking the way he was talking that, no, I'm not saying $4 million is something to shake a leg at, but you would think she would have living in California. That's her net worth. $4 million in California. If you think about it, in California, that's just like above doing well, just above doing well. In California, you got to be making 25 to 30 million dollars to be living the jet setter life in order for it to look really feasible. You're gonna have to have some Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg money, right? So when you look things up like that, and then she's talking about how she the reason why is because she has nothing else to talk about. Think about it. What military brat has had any? I mean, especially if you had two parent household, and then you being half white and half black, right? And then you have some racial components on one side with maybe his side of the family, and then on the other side of the family, you're not dark enough for the darkest. So her value is very small. She can't really look at life the same way as us, fool, right? But they accept her because she's part of the sisterhood and she's trauma bonding, so it's okay. But they gonna drag her as soon as she has nothing to talk about. Girl, you out of touch. You have never been on food stamps. What? She's never seen food stamps before. She probably knows what they are, but she's never used it. I bet you she's never used it.